This is the team that feels like a family to me. My first year pro, I played for 4 teams that year, and I ended up here in Idaho. And this was the place where when I got here, I was like, this is where I want to stay, this is where I want to play. And like, I was playing the best I had played that season. I felt right at home with my teammates. The guy that I just moved into like in the middle of March, Mitch Mraz, ended up being one of my best friends. He was a groomsman in my wedding. So it's just funny how like you come somewhere with no expectations and it becomes a home, becomes a family. And yeah, like from that moment on, like I never wanted to play anywhere else. So I played here until that COVID season. We got shut down and that kind of changed the trajectory of my career a little bit. Ended up going overseas, and there was always a part of me that wanted to come home and like finish as a Steelhead. And I couldn't be more grateful that Coach Sheen was willing to have me back this year so I could do that and like really say like, hey, I am a Steelhead. Just from the beginning of the year, this was always a unique season. Finishing last year, I really wasn't planning on playing another season. Like my wife and I were expecting our first child. We had her. She's a beautiful little girl named Ophelia, and that kind of like changed our whole perspective. We were like, all right, let's just go back to Boise. Let's just lock in and kind of figure out what's next for us. And I made the decision that I wanted to pursue a career in firefighting. I was fortunate that here in Boise, where we made our home, like in the Treasure Valley, there's some great fire departments that were hiring. So I applied throughout this season. I was very open with Coach Sheen that if they felt like they could use me in some capacity, either on the ice, coaching, whatever that could be, I would love to be a part of this team this year, just knowing that I was gonna kind of put my name forward for this position that I was working hard for. And yeah, it's kind of crazy to say, but I did get hired by the Meridian Fire Department in mid-November. Be starting the academy at the end of February, and with that comes like a pretty difficult decision for me, is that I do need to step away from playing. It's a full-time commitment to be in the academy, and an injury can put you out of contention. You'll basically just lose the position. So it's been really kind of a crazy thing to think about, but yeah, like I've known for a little bit that the door was closing on this chapter in my career and in my life, and I've just been extremely grateful that I've had these last couple months with this team, with Coach Sheen, back in city, back in Idaho, like being able to get on the ice and play with this group and like really soak it up, enjoying it, knowing that like the end was near, and like that kind of made every moment sweeter and like made every practice more fun and every game more fun. And just having played professional hockey for 8 years, it's such a unique career, and it's such a special career in the sense that you're getting paid to do a job, but you're really coming in, you're playing a game with your best friends, and you're sitting in a room with your best friends and you're talking and you're collaborating and you have a goal and you're working hard together towards that goal. And like thinking about a career after hockey, like it's hard to kind of find something that's going to give you that same feeling. And I have a ton of friends that are in firefighting. A lot of former Steelheads are in fire, like Corbin Baldwin's out in Caldwell as a firefighter, and we have Ron Myers, another former Steelheads in Boise, and there's a few other guys, like Roy Mitchell, for like early days of the Steelheads that are firefighters. And just kind of talking to them, they just told me how they get that team feeling like 10x, because like sure, like you're in your team at the department, and you're not just going out there and playing a hockey game, you're going out there and risking your life to help others. So it's like you kind of really forge that brotherhood to a whole other level. That's something that I really wanted, was to have that same feeling of being part of a team, working towards hard goals, not sitting at a desk and like kind of punching a clock. I wanted to be out there physically active and using all the skills and abilities that I had as a hockey player, like towards something that gives me a little more meaning and purpose. From the second I got here and became a member of the Idaho Steelheads, it's felt like a family to me. And that doesn't just mean in the locker room or in the corporate office. It means like the whole Steelheads family. That's the Booster Club, the fans, like the season ticket holders, everybody that's makes this such a special place to play. It's been a special place in my heart, and I truly can't thank you guys enough for the support I felt through the years. Like from the second I got here as a 21, 22-year-old kid to now as a 30-year-old, moving on, like this has been my home, and I have the best memories of my life have been out on that ice surface with you guys cheering us on, and you being there every step of the way through difficult times, knowing that you guys had our back, and through the successful times celebrating alongside with us. So just a huge thank you from me.